else if name is industry not equal to blank, else if industry is not equal to blank, query equal to query plus the industry equal to slash report. So if name is entered, we got one structure. If industry is entered, we got one structure. So let us check it out. What is the query? If name and industry both are were not entered, so we got where name industry not entered. Select ID, name, phone, industry, rating from account. If I give Wipro, where name equal to Wipro. If I give energy, where industry equal to energy. So what was that? Based on the data what you entered, I am forming the query. Based on the data what you entered, I am forming the query. This is not a fixed query. Query is formed based on the inputs what you have given. So the query keep changing as per your inputs. Query keep changing as per your inputs. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this. So how do you execute this query now? Database.query accounts database.query query. Query equal to a dot name. Query equal to so what is the structure? Have a preview. This is how we are getting the data. I hope you are good with this. Right, boss? So what did I do? Formed the query as per the inputs what user has given. I am executing. This is what we are calling as dynamic software query. One of the example. One of the example. Okay. Let us take one more example. I have a list of fields here. I have some fields here. Whichever the fields I am selecting, if I select the fields like this, Then you write a query called select phone industry rating. Select phone industry rating. Whichever the fields I am going to select, those fields you have to query and display. Whichever the fields I am going to select, those fields you have to query and display. Are you sure which fields I am going to select? It is a pick list. In the pick list, which fields are you going to select? Can we confirm it? No. So user to user, you may select a different set of fields. Whatever the list of fields you have selected, those list of fields has to be fetched and displayed. Then how it is formed? Now it is not a static query again. It is again what? Dynamic query. Because I am not going to select the same list of field every time. So time to time, my options are going to change. Then I cannot write a fixed query. I cannot write a fixed query. Then how do you form a dynamic query here? How do you form a dynamic query? How do you form a dynamic query here? Let me see. Everyone has followed this format, right? Second requirement, have you followed this? Is the requirement is clear, right? Now whatever the fields you are selecting, based on that I have to form a SQL query and display. If you go for a multi-select pick list, how many options we are going to select? Pick list we are going to select only one option. When you go to multi-select pick list, how many options we are going to select? In the multi-select pick list, how many options you are going to select? More than one. If you want to store more than one, what option I have to take? List. See boss, if it is a pick list, only one option I am going to select. So I will take string. If it is a multi-select pick list, how many options you are going to select? Can you guarantee that? Can you guarantee? You may select 1, you may select, okay, 10, you may select 2, you may select 3. I am not sure. When you are not sure about the size, should I take array or list? When you are not sure about the size, I'll go with the list. I'll go with the list. Then I'm going to take first query equal to select ID for checkout. If selected dot size, if you have selected any fields, selected is a variable name. Same query we had the day before yesterday, I guess, right? So selected dot selected is what? Variable. I can give ABC also. Okay. Size greater than 0 for string S selected. String S selected. Then what I'm doing? Query equal to if selected is name phone, then ID comma name, ID comma name comma phone, ID comma name comma phone comma source. Query equal to query plus comma yes. First is select ID. Next time S is name, so comma name. Next S is industry, comma industry. Then query is formed. Then what do you write? Accounts equal to database dot. Now why? Because query will be formed. Query will be formed based on the options what you selected. It is not a fixed query. Is everybody is going to get a fixed query? No, person to person the query may be changing. That is the reason I am forming the query dynamically. It is not a fixed query. Time to time, user to user, based on his inputs, query will be changing. That is the reason we have given dynamic query here. Go back to the we have select option, multi select equal to, it will become what? Multi select. Whatever the options I have selected, they are stored to a variable called now. Apply some style. So multi-select, because you are taking multi-select pick list. Value equal to list. Style is what? Pick list, the width I am giving. Oops. How to give the options, right? How do you create an options here? Options equal to you need to form a pick list first. You're getting this. So what we got here? This is how we get a pick list. Matish Kumar, mute your mic. This is how we got the option. Now if I select this option, click on a button, we want the query to execute. Page block. So the issue here is the issue here is how do you know which fields you selected? Previously, I used to give name, phone, industry like this. But right now, how do you know which field you have selected? Previously, I was defining name, phone, industry, I gave directly. Now, which fields you have selected? How do you know that? We are not sure which fields you have selected. Then how do you define this? How do you define this? Then we need to take apex, repeat, value equal to whatever the fields we selected, that is in selected. We have a list called selected, in which fields which you have selected are there. Am I right? What is that variable containing selected containing? The variable selected is containing list of fields what you have selected. What is that A? A is a record. 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 A is a record, FL is a field. Field 1, field 2, field 3, so and so. Then give apex column value equal to record A in A record field. So field 1, field 2, field 3. Now A is a record. A is a record. Field is A is the first record. FL is the first field, second field, third field. In A, field 1, field 2, field 3. Completed? Go to second A. Field 1, field 2, field 3. Why I was taking this extra step now? Because I am not sure which fields you have selected. In the previous examples, I know I am going to print a name, phone, industry, straight away I give. In this example, I don't know which fields I have selected. As you don't know which fields you have selected, I am defining this. Go for a preview. Was the error here? Line number 21. So what was the query? Right. Basic mistake I have done. What was that? Query equal to query plus from, not mention which object. I just added the fields. Still, what was that? No such column in this tree. Typo errors. This one. Whichever the fields are selected, name, phone, industry. Name, industry, rating. So based on which fields I am selecting, I am getting the corresponding data. Now how this is? Because we are not sure which fields we are going to select here. As per that, the data has to come. It's what? Dynamic SQL query. Forming the query dynamically as per the user interaction. If you know it's a fixed query, let everybody execute. Let anybody execute. Same query has to run. That is a static query. No boss, for person to person, user to user, the query will change. Then we go for dynamic SQL query. So how do you execute dynamic SQL query? Database.query. If you want to execute a dynamic SQL query, what should I do? If you want to go for a dynamic SQL query, what should I do? You have to form a string. Whatever the query you want to form like a string, then execute. Form like a string and execute. I hope you are good. People have followed this example. Followed, boss? Have you followed this example? So let us go to the next one. Parent to child, child to parent sakulpati. What is a parent to child, child to parent sakulpati? How do you form parent to child, child to parent sakulpati? Listen carefully, it's very important. Now, parent trying to get data from the corresponding child record. Along with the parent record, I want to get the corresponding child record. Along with the parent record, I want to get corresponding child records. Parent record along with the corresponding child records I want. So how to get parent record along with the corresponding child record? Look at this. Now, when do you say they are parent and child? If both of them are connected by lookup or a master D. Am I right? Two objects are said to be connected only when there is a lookup or master D. So I have parent object, which is a master detail field. M field, which is a master detail field. So it is a parent object. Two objects are connected by a master detail. Who want to get the child data? Parent along with his data, it also want to get child records. Parent along with its data, it also want to get corresponding child record. So what I was doing here, list of now we are assuming that a relation between these two objects is created by Salesforce. We are assuming that a relation was created by Salesforce. What is the field? It is a standard relation. Salesforce created the relation. Then result equal to select from. If object name is child, we need to give childs from. If object name is child, we have to give childs. If object name is child, we have to give childs. Select parent field 1, parent field 2, parent field 3. Select child field 1, child field 2, child field 3 from childs. Let us assume child is a standard object. Child is a standard object. Then how you write? Select suppose if child is a custom object, list of parent, select select now parent child. Now if this is a child object, childs from what was that? If it is a child object underscore underscore C. When if both the relations are created by Salesforce. If a relation is a standard relation, both the objects are connected by standard both the objects are connected by standard lookup. So who created the relation? Salesforce created the relation. Then this is the way of writing a query. Suppose relation is created by user. Both objects are connected by custom if you have created the field, then child object is so who created the relation? User created the relation. In that case, query will be like this. The relation was custom relation. Parent result equal to select parent field 1. Sales underscore underscore R from child is a custom object. Child is a custom object. If the child is a custom object, no. The point is, if the relation, if the relation is a custom underscore underscore R. If it is a custom relation, what should we give? Underscore underscore R. If it is a custom relation, underscore underscore R. Now let it be a standard object or a custom object. If it is a custom field, we are supposed to give underscore underscore R. Let me show some example here. Let me show some example. Listen carefully. Account and contact object. Account and contact object. Accounts. Select ID name. This is fields of account, comma, select last name from contacts from account. Why was this? Because account and contact both of them are connected by standard relation. Account and contact both of them are connected by standard. Salesforce has created a relation between account and a contact object. Now let us go to the next. Now lead and account. Is there any contact between lead and account? There is no relation. Lead and contacts. Okay. Now what I'm doing on the contact object, new lookup. It is not Salesforce. I am creating this relation. It is not Salesforce relation. It was created by me. Who created the relation? Now I want to create list of contact. Last name. Who is the parent? Contact is the parent. Now execute this. Execute. See what is the relation here? Unable to understand the relation. What was that? Sorry, it's vice versa, right? On contact I created. On contact object I created this. Contact is the parent. Now look at this. Now I have created a lookup field on contact object. Contact is a child, lead is a parent. Now how did I get here? Underscore underscore R. Why underscore underscore R? Because the relation was not created by Salesforce. Both of them are standard objects only. Objects are what? Standard only. Both the objects are standard only, but relation was not created by Salesforce. Relation was created by the user. Relation was not created by the Salesforce. Relation was created by the user. If it is a custom relation, change underscore underscore R. If it is a standard relation, change. This may work or may not work. Let me try. Basically, if you are looking at this relation, we had an issue here. Look at this. What was the issue here? Standard object, custom object, but both of them are connected by standard relation. Then we have an issue. Now, if you look at this, user is a owner. Now there is a field called owner ID, which is a lookup. Right? So when I'm creating it, I'm unable to get that. So if it is a standard object, standard object, custom object, both are connected by a standard relation. What is that standard relation? Only one possibility is there. What is that? Owner ID, created by ID, last modified by ID. Apart from this, can you get any other information? Apart from this, can you get any standard field? Look at the point. Two objects, standard object, custom object. Are they connected by any one of the standard lookup field? Standard object, custom object, both are connected using a standard lookup field. Is that any possibility? See, boss. Standard object, name any one as one standard object, one custom object. Both of them are connected by any standard relation. Now, on a custom object, what are the standard fields we are going to get? Tell me. ID. Pardon me. On a custom object, what fields you are going to get? One is ID. Next, age deleted. ID is not a lookup. Age deleted is not a lookup. The next, created date, not a lookup. Last modified date, not a lookup. System mod stamp, not a lookup. Then what else? Okay, what else you are going to get? created by ID, last modified by ID, and owner ID. These are only three possibility of standard fields. Apart from this, we can't get any other. What is that? Owner ID, created by ID, and last modified by ID. Using those three fields, you cannot form a SQL query here. So this possibility is removed. This possibility is removed. What possibility? Standard object, custom object, connected by standard relation. If it is a custom relation, it will work. If it is a custom relation, it will work. If it is a custom relation, it will work. Standard object, custom object, both of them are connected by a standard relation. No possibility. That is the reason all the combinations we have tried failed. Are you clear? Now, standard object, custom object connected by a custom relation. What is that custom relation? Go back to this customer. And a customer I am creating. Who created the relation? Salesforce created or user created? User created. So it is a custom relation. So on the custom object, I can choose any one of the standard object as a parent and create a relation. Then in that case, how the query will be? List of this is what I get. Why underscore underscore R? What was that relation again? Now what was underscore underscore R? What was that? Underscore underscore R. Underscore underscore R. If it is a custom, underscore underscore R. If it is a standard, yes. Right. Let me revise this point one more time clearly. Now, whatever our possibilities tell me. Parent object, standard. Child object. Is this combination is allowed? Can you find this combination? Parent as a standard, child as a standard, relation is standard. Tell me one example. Account contact, both are connected by lookup created by Salesforce. Account opportunity, both are standard connected by Salesforce using a lookup field. Account case, opportunity item. So this relation is accepted. Then how do you write a query? List of parent result equal to from this is how we get. So what happened? It is a child object followed by payroll form. Next. Parent is a standard, child is a custom, relation is standard. Any possibility for us? This possibility is not. Did the Salesforce create any relation between standard object and custom object? Did the Salesforce create? It's not you. Did the Salesforce create any relation like this? No such type of relation. So don't consider. Standard. Can two standard objects be connected by custom relation? Can we connect two standard objects with a custom relation? Yes. There is a case. List of parent. From we need to use underscore. No. Custom. Is it accepted? Yes. Standard object and custom object can be connected by a custom relation. Now, how do you create? Right. Then what is the other possibility? Custom. Custom relation. Two custom objects are connected by custom relation. Yes, there is a possibility. We have done customer and parent, customer and loan. We have done those type of relations long back. Parent is equal to select child fill 1. These are the possible combinations while you are writing a parent-child SQL query. So, what is the possibility? What is the possibility? The possibility is parent object being look at this. Standard object is a parent, child object is also a parent, relation is standard relation. Then how do you write? From childs. Standard object is a parent and standard object is a child and the relation is custom relation. Both of them are standard relation, standard objects only, but relation is custom. So underscore R. Standard and custom relation underscore R. Custom and custom relation underscore R. So what is the point here? Doesn't matter whether you are a standard object or a custom object. If it is a custom relation underscore R, if it is a standard, plural form. Did you get my point? Did you follow my point here? So it doesn't matter whether you are a standard object or a custom object. What matters is it a standard relation or a custom relation? Standard relation, childs. Custom relation, childs underscore R. Did you get the point? Did you get the point? Clear, boss? You can take this combination. We'll write some examples. Make a note of this combination. We'll write some examples.
Satish?
Yes.
One quick question. Can I ask now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if the list of parent, how it stores the child fields?
It will not store the child fields. Both of them are connected by a lookup relation, right? When both of them are connected by a lookup, parent will have a child, right?
Only lookup part will be there. Remaining fields also will store on that one?
See, Baba, when you know the child record ID, can't we get the child data?
Yes, we can.
That's what is. On the lookup field, we are going to have an ID of a parent. So the parent and child are automatically connected internally, which we are fetching using this format. This format is to fetch parent record data along with the corresponding child data by using lookup field. With the help of that lookup field, if you want to get the data, this is the format in which we have to write.
Okay. But list of parent is not going to store this child information at all.
Every parent is going to get a corresponding list of. So how the data is stored, still I will show it. I given only format of writing a query. How to fetch the data from the list, I didn't show it.
Okay, okay.
Correct. So right, taken boss. Yes. Parent will customer underscore C will come. I told it's a parent. It they say it's a standard object. How about if parent is a standard, with the name you will get it. Say I told it's a parent. If it is a custom object, it will be underscore custom object name underscore C. If it is a standard object. I told it's a parent. I didn't give the name of the parent. Now let us see quickly. I'll give an example. Look at this, everyone. Account contact. So who created account and contact relation was standard Salesforce created. Now tell me how you write a query. List of account. Contacts from account. The next one. Read and account, there is no standard relation. It is a custom. With a custom relation, how did you write a query now? Again, list of both of them are standard objects only, but relation is custom. From both of them are standard objects only, but relation is custom. It is also custom relation. One standard object, one custom object, custom relation. Now do you create the query? List of accounts. I will modify the name of the fields there. Select. I will modify the field names from if the field is a standard field underscore C. If it is a custom field underscore C, standard field name. So there is no need to tell. If it is standard field, name will be standard. If it is a custom field underscore C, I cannot put all of them here. Okay. If it is a custom, obviously understood that underscore C will come. Next, what is the next possibility? Customer. No. Both of them are custom objects. Relation is custom relation. Payments underscore from. I hope you are good with this. So this is the possibilities what we have, and this is the way how you write a query. Standard object is standard object with a standard relation, contacts. Standard object with a custom relation. Okay, underscore R, leads underscore R. Standard object, custom object, standard object and custom object. Standard object and custom object, but relation is obviously custom relation. Then we have payments underscore R. Custom object, custom relation, payments underscore R. Now, I hope you are good with this format. People got this point? Clear? So what is the key point here? Key point is it a standard object or a custom object? We are not interested. Whether parent is a standard object, child is a custom object, we are not interested what is parent, what is child. What we are interested is the relation is standard relation or is it a custom relation? Is the relation is a standard relation or a custom relation is what we need. We are not interested on whether it is a standard object or custom object. We are interested on whether it is a standard relation or a custom relation. I hope you are good with this. I hope you are good. You can take this structure for understanding. You can take this structure. Now, how we refer to the data, we'll see it in the next session. How the data will be referred, we'll see it in the next session.